We begin with the devastating flash floods in Texas. U.S. President Donald Trump says he's signed a major disaster declaration for Kerr County, where at least 59 people have died. In a post on Truth Social, Trump says this is to ensure first responders immediately have the resources they need. He adds that his administration continues to work with local and state leaders and that the U.S. Coast Guard, alongside state first responders, have saved more than 850 lives. The Federal Emergency Management Agency has deployed resources to Texas in accordance with today's declaration. Crews have begun the long task of removing piles of debris. According to officials in several counties, at least 67 people are dead across central Texas.
We have more than a dozen canine working in and near the river. More than 100 air, water, and ground vehicles are in the field right now working on this search and rescue. As of 9 a.m. this morning, we've recorded 59 deceased in Kerr County. Among those who are deceased, we have 38 adults and 21 children. 18 adults pending identification and 4 children are also pending identification. At present, there are 11 Camp Mystic campers unaccounted for, along with 1 counselor.
Camp Mystic is located along the Guadalupe River, which rose to almost 8 meters in less than an hour in the early morning hours of Thursday. Hundreds of volunteers are combing the banks of the river in search of those still missing. A flood watch in central Texas has expanded farther north and is in effect through Sunday at 7 p.m. local time. More rain is expected in those areas. Joining us now is Austin Dixon, CEO of the Community Foundation of the Texas Hill Country in Kerrville, Texas. Austin, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Now, can you tell us a bit about how the community of Kerr County has been doing, and also what have you been seeing?
Yes, the community is really rallying around everybody who is just experiencing so much horror and trauma right now. We have over 400 law enforcement and first responders here who are helping families reunite with loved ones and searching for missing people and pulling people out of the river and out of the trees. Kerrville is a town of 25,000 and Kerr County is a county of 50,000. So we're all intimately affected by this flooding. I personally have had 3 friends who have died in the floods and another family friend's daughter who has been swept away as well. So this is near and dear to my heart, but my experience is emblematic of everybody here who knows somebody who has been killed by this devastating flood. So many professionals are helping, but also nonprofit organizations, local theaters, restaurants are opening their doors to feed first responders. A local community theater is a reunification center for campers being reunited with family members. Churches are opening their doors, and everybody has just been activated to be of service in this moment.
I am terribly sorry to hear that you have lost people you know in this flash flooding. It must be just so terrible for everyone there who is affected. I know that your foundation launched the Kerr County Flood Relief Fund within hours of this disaster to try to help. How did that come together so quickly?
Well, like everybody, it's Independence Day yesterday, July 4th, and I woke up with plans for a cookout at my home. We had family in town, and when I reached for my phone to start my day, it was inundated with messages, texts, phone calls, emails, and we started to catch up on what had happened. It was a rainy night, and we knew there was a storm, but we didn't really know what was happening. And it became instantly clear to me that we needed to do something. The Community Foundation of the Texas Hill Country in a normal time makes grants to local charities here in our community and awards scholarships to students going to college and technical school. But when there's an emergency, we respond. And so we created the Kerr County Flood Relief Fund, which is accepting donations from people in Texas, the United States, and all over the world who want to respond to this tragedy. We'll collect funds for the coming days and weeks, and then make grants to local organizations who are part of the response and the recovery, and offer hope to people who've lost literally everything.
Just from what you've seen, how bad is the devastation? How long is it going to take to recover?
I think it's going to take months and probably years to recover. I'm not an expert on the recovery, on the search and rescue efforts, but I have lived in this community for quite a long time, and I do live near the Guadalupe River myself. And I can tell you that the damage I've seen with my own eyes is at least 20 miles long, if not longer. And when I say damage, I mean everything that's in the floodplain of the river. 200-year-old trees snapped like twigs, cars, kayaks, homes, dishwashers, refrigerators are all in the floodway, up in the trees near my own home. We found boats and kayaks 40 feet high in the trees. It's going to take a monumental effort to clean up the debris and get back to normal. And we can only do that once everybody is found and accounted for, which even that is going to take some time. Again, I'm not an expert on how that's going to go, but I think it's going to be a very long recovery time for the Kerrville and Kerr County communities.
My goodness, and we were just looking at some images of the devastation there. It looks just terrible. Austin, thank you so much for being here with us and sharing a little bit of your time with us during this terrible time for your community. And please stay safe and stay strong.
Thank you. Thank you for covering this.
Thank you. That is Austin Dixon, CEO of the Community Foundation of the Texas Hill Country in Kerrville, Texas.